Well, it started in typical fashion. We mentioned it, in fact, in the preview, that if the backline sees any ball, it might not get past Jonny Wilkinson, and sure enough, that's how they scored their first points.
Yeah, he's a... I don't care what anyone says, I still think he's one of the best players in the world. To be out of the game for a year and a half and just to pick up where he left off, he's a true professional and just a freakish athlete.
A tough penalty there on, I think it was Hines when he tackled Monya. A little bit above the horizontal, you might say, but gee, there was a similar tackle that Wilkinson put on one of our players later in the half that, you know, you could have said they were pretty much the same. But anyway, there's no doubt England deserved to dominate and on the scoreboard too. 6-0 after 8 minutes. And more line-out trouble. They were basically picking up where they left off in Japan.
Yeah, and that's pretty disappointing, and we saw, I guess, the byproduct of that when Peter Hines had to do that quick throw out. So the Wallabies are obviously lacking a lot of confidence in their line out, and it's starting to show. They're not contesting at 4, they're basically conceding that Borthwick will win that. They're only contesting at 2. And in general, England are just outplaying them.
And even though I suspected, and we all probably suspected after that Wilkinson drop goal, that England would play it very tight, they have actually used their back line. They've kicked to Banahan's wing, trying to use that massive height of his, 6'7" in the old language. And they've showed some versatility as well. It hasn't just been a kick and dominate territory game, even though that's been the basis of their play. They've shown a bit of versatility compared to England sides we've seen in the past.
And the other thing is, England's kicking, particularly with Jonny Wilkinson controlling it, is always very tactical. The Wallabies at the moment seem to be kicking just for the sake of it, like, okay, we've run out of options, we don't know what to do, we better kick it. And that's never a good time to kick it. You've got to kick with purpose.
Having said that, their backline doesn't look as potent as ours, does it? With the ball in hand, we've actually been pretty dangerous. We saw Genia score that try one out, but there was some very good play in the lead up to that. And on a couple of other occasions, it was just good England defence that kept us out. On this occasion, the Wallabies did manage to hold on. As they pointed out in commentary, a clever kick that almost, it was very close. England, you could argue, deserved a try in that passage of play. Wilkinson also had a shot from halfway that hit the post.